It's really holding, where that's coming more on, it's coming down onto your natural hair. That's really holding up, which is a good thing because it's not, you know, it's broken up the blonde. So what we could do is just round your hairline around here. We could just make sure we just put a couple of packets of lighter, so that when it's up, and sometimes when people don't always necessarily have a whole head, but they wear it up, that's what I do for some clients, is literally just put a few packets just on this underneath bit, because then every time you're not going in with a full set of foils, bleach, overloading it and all the rest of it. So if that's okay with you, and then round the sides. How are you feeling about the colour around this front bit? Are you happy to see the darker bits around there? It's catch-22, isn't it? Because you need to almost have that dark in there to...
Yeah, and I think actually round the top it's fine. It's only when
it's just when it's up on the underneath. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. So for the rest of it, you happy to go with the same colours? Yeah, don't want to go any darker, any lighter. Lovely. Right. It's feeling nice as well. We're on the road. So we're going to do a full head of foils today for the lovely Lauren. Lauren's been coming to me for how long now? Few months?
Yeah.
Few months. Lauren came and it was very blonde, wasn't it, Lauren? You were going and having your roots done every 4 to 6 weeks. Very damaged. And yeah. So what we've been trying to work on, I've probably done it about 3 times now. It's just been trying to add a bit of depth back in, just so that it blends through with Lauren's natural when it grows through, so that she's not having to have it done, you know, every 4 to 6 weeks, basically. Or just off. Just off? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we did with Rose. She had really long hair, and I just said to her that, well, I tell her like there was another client, and she had probably hair about like Lauren's length, and she started going through the process, and then she got in the shower, and where it had started falling out, it wasn't all, there was no patches, but it started all shedding, it matted. And then she came to me and she was just, bless her, she was just beside herself, because she was just like, and I was like, there's literally nothing I can do now, because that hair, that a percentage of your hair has come away. And then she was in the shower and it's just gone, and there was like, yeah, there was no, I was like, I'm just gonna have to cut it, and she, oh God, it was horrible, yeah. But anyway, let's move on to happier topics, shall we? Yeah, it's been freezing. I want summer, I'm ready for summer now.
I know, but I keep looking for clients.
The end is near.
Yeah, spring flowers will be on the way. Do you always start at the back?
No, not always. I tend to, depending on what we're doing.
Yeah.
If we've got more stubborn, especially a money piece with an extra, you know, extra bit of root that people don't come in every 4 to 6 weeks to get topped up, I might start there. On the whole, I prefer to start at the back, just because of rinsing out purposes. It's easier if that has then, if it's developed and it's done, pop head back in the basin, and then it's easier to rinse out. But how was Christmas, Lauren?
Yeah, it was good.
It seems like ages ago now, doesn't it?
No, it was good. How was your birthday?
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. But then I think that is the beauty as well of working for yourself. As when you've been doing it years and years, and you've tried so many different brands, like you pick up different things. I don't think I've ever worked for one brand where I've been like, I love everything about this.
Absolutely.
And that's the beauty of having, not being in a contract with a colour house as such. You can pick the bits that you think, I really like the tone that gives, or really like the lift that gives, or the coverage, or from all different colour houses.
Absolutely.
And that's an advantage, isn't it, of being, you know, self-employed. And
Yeah. Let's say I've got 3 brands.
first did our training, Tammy, it was, right, you go in and you're going to do perming, you're going to do colouring, cutting, all at basic level. You can come back and you can go on and you can do, you know, a bit more, and that you can further your knowledge on each individual topic, whatever it is that you want to. But how can you be that good at everything? You just can't. And I just think if you're just to focus your education and your energies into the things that actually, once you're in it, you know, tick your boxes, I think that...
And you almost...
One of the, I can't remember her name now, she went off to have a baby.
Oh, lovely girl. Oh,
So lovely.
she is so lovely. Oh, what's her name?
I don't know if she's back. I was going to ask the lady when she comes in February, see if...
I think a lot has changed, hasn't it? I mean, with the whole Leighton House.
Well, they haven't on Instagram now got a UK Leighton House, have they?
They haven't.
No.
No.
So when you tag them in, it all just goes to Leighton House Global.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. They got rid of oh, that product, I love it. What is it? Powder power.
They've got rid of it.
Discontinued it, okay?
No.
Yeah, I know. You told me the other day.
Why have they done that?
So if you've got, he has got some in back stock. So yeah, so go in there and still have it.
Oh, that's so annoying when they do that, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I did love that.
I use that all the time when I'm curling.
Yeah.
We haven't had to buy any for ages because we've had Zane bought one from, what is it? Hair Story. Have you ever used that?
No.
I think you like it, don't you, Zane? That shampoo, the Hair Story.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's just, yeah. It's just basically just a shampoo, so you don't use a conditioner with it.
Right.
But it doesn't foam like your normal shampoos. No. So yeah, so you just use it and you use like a scalp brush.
Okay.
You have to use a little bit like that. Normally I would go something for oiling there, but actually I go for this moisturizing one.
Right.
It's
Okay.
really lovely.
Oh, I'm gonna have a little go at that.
But yeah, if you register as a head,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Are you doing much for the rest of the weekend, Lauren?
So tired.
When did you get back?
Yes.
You had work in yesterday.
Yeah. Yes.
So with your side section today,
Mhm.
do you
Just a little bit, yeah.
do you do horizontal or diagonal stitches? Or do you vary?
As it with the foils or extensions? Yeah. I tend to go back at that horizontal angle just because I feel like you don't get those big, harsh lines. Yeah, dependent on what I'm doing. If it's just I'm just scattering a few through, I might just stick them, you know, just pop them in.
Yeah.
Again, when like with people like Lauren, I try to follow, because we're trying to add some depth in, but we don't want to go too dark. I kind of just go with what it looks like it needs on each section. So colour wise, I don't really.
So you don't do like a format of, do you do one floor, one dark?
That, yeah, I mean, that is in the notes, and that is what we have been doing to get the depth back into Lauren's hair. We have been. Thank you, Don. we've been, yeah, doing
Yeah, well, I've
alternate.
like long lights.
But if I came across a section that
Well, maybe on a block.
looked predominantly more dark, but I'd already put a dark there,
Yeah.
I would still put another dark. I would just weave it a lot finer because I don't want to then overlap with bleach and have to then lift out that colour that I've already put in. Saying that, I can't remember what that last one was now.
And have you always used coils?
No, back in the day I used to use Easy Mesh.
Oh yeah.
Good old Easy Mesh.
So do you ever use the foam rolls?
No, I've never tried them.
Oh,
Have you?
Yeah, they're lovely. They are lovely.
Can you reuse them?
No.
No. Lovely in the sense of what? What?
You pop a little bit of colour on the foam wrap, you weave out, you pop the hair onto the wrap, it stays where it is.
Nice. So on this front bit here, for instance, like that, in that section is meant to be a dark, but where Lauren is naturally lighter, I'm just going to weave a really fine blonde bit. So it just, placement really, I just go with the client, what we want to achieve, but go with their natural growth as well, so that it's a bit more of a seamless grow out. Yeah, scalp bleaching. I think if you get a client that will commit to that, and then you get a nice clean lift, I think that just looks stunning. But yeah, I think the blondes, you just get a more, I like a nice colour with depth and shine. I think that looks lovely, but I just think with blondes you get a more dramatic finish, shall we say, and that's what I like. You know, I like looking at something at the end and being like, that looks pretty. I like that.
That's what that impacts.
Yeah. And with the toners now, you can do so much, can't you?
They've come a long way.
Oh, yeah. So, when I think back to when I trained, like, we hardly ever used to tone. Hardly ever used to tone. When I'm putting the foils in on the face like this, I really try to put just minimal product right at the top, just so that it almost severs down, that it makes it a real seamless finish that will stop you getting those bands of bleach around the sides.
How many episodes are there? 10? Yeah, there's quite a few. Isn't it? Very.
So just at the end, yeah. Okay, so are you thinking fringe? Or is that too much coverage? But short bangs? Let's have a look. Let's get it brushed out and we'll have a look. I mean, what you could do is you could just have literally that bit there short, like fringe, this bit, but then leave these bits longer. so that you've just got a little feathering of something there that actually, if you don't get on with it, you could just push it to the side. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. And then we work on that. If you're like, actually, yeah, that worked quite well, then you could go heavier with it. Maybe work up to a full fringe. Or if you don't get on with it, then we just know, okay, we'll just grow it back out again. Yeah? The only thing I will say is obviously where it's not used to, you know, coming forward like that. When you're styling it yourself, if you can just comb it down into place, that bit, and blow dry it where you want that bit to go to start with, because otherwise it naturally is just going to fall where it wants to go because it's so used to going there. So you need to get some heat on that, and you will mean for a little while persevering and be, come on, maybe a little bit of spray, a little bit of ook, just to get it to stay there. Okay. A teeny tiny fringe, but it's a start. It's a start. Is that all right for you?
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You good?
Yeah.
Sorry.
You tell my friends. God, I don't know.